Hi you guys, it's Debbie from my Vagabond Style. Welcome back to my channel. I'm working today in the random journal. I enjoy this very much because I just kind of wander through and whatever strikes me I work on. It might be something that's been in here for 3 years or it might be something that I just did last week. I will go back and let's just see what we want to work in. Okay, so I did try to record just a few minutes ago and I put some of the new fodder down. I bought a new camera and it didn't quite work right. The audio was off. So anyway, I'm returning that one and still using my older camera, but I put this fodder on here and I just thought it was really pretty. And if you haven't checked out that video, um, it's my floral fodder video and I think you'll enjoy that. Let's look for something to work in. Okay, this, I also put this down here. I thought it kind of added to the room. I'm still looking for my lava lamp. I would love to find a lava lamp to go on this TV. I'm determined. I also put this fodder down here and I hung it upside down because I thought it looked a little better that way. This one's been bugging me. I feel like this sticks out right here. I'm not happy with it. She needs a little something. So let's just look through. I love this bowl that my husband made me, and I just keep all my small stuff in it. Um, I have a few new things in here, but we'll have to see what we want to put with this. I feel like she needs some flowers. Maybe not fodder flowers, but some flowers. Here's one. That would be pretty up there. I thought I saw some, here's some leaves. Let's just see if any of that works. We could put it like in her hair. That actually looks really good. I like that. I wonder if I could stick it behind her ear. Let me grab a X-Acto knife. I've got these little knives that are on the end of a pin here. I'm going to cut right here on her ear. Oops. And see if maybe we can get it to go behind there. Could it be that easy? No. Ah, yes, yes it can. Okay, I like that a lot. We're going to glue that. I'll go back and put some art glitter glue on there. I don't know. I need to do something with that corner. I don't think that's it, but this page has probably been in here for 4 years. I think I've been doing this for this same book. I didn't get serious on it till I started doing the series with the random glue book, but this was one of the first ones that was in here. This might have even been a timed one that when I did the Shannon Green journaling by fives, this might have been part of the timed ones. That's pretty old. Okay, we could put something on Kermie. Another thing I did was I found this other dog, you guys. I love this other lab. So when we left off last time, I only had the one dog on the page, and I found another dog and put him in there. So I think he's super cute. All right, let's do some fodder or something on here with our new fodder pieces. I'm only using the ones that you've seen so far on the, by now I think 2 of the fodder videos are out. I will link that on the end of this video, and there should be a playlist by then. So, okay, what should we put? Let me show you the fodder book. It's filling up. Maybe we just need a few flowers. Those are cute. Or I could hang one of these down that way. That's pretty good. I kind of like that, like he's in the jungle. Okay, we're going to put that one on there. The only thing about these fodder books is you have to keep them straight up or you'll lose your fodder. You do not want to lose your fodder. Okay. So let me get the glue book and we'll put this down. So the Shannon Green, if you're not familiar with what that is, it was a timed exercise that Shannon Green did on her channel. Super fun, very, very much inspirational. Look at you, you know, in the zone. And there is steps that you take, and they were timed. So I do this with this journal. I do the process of it, not the timed part. So first I lay down the paint, then I come back and probably do a stencil or a stamp. I do some other things on here. Sometimes I'll put like these bits right here. I'll do something like that with texture. And then I put a focal point, and then I come back and add more things to it. So that's my step. And then at the very end, I probably doodle something on here, or mark make of some type of something like that. So yeah, I think that added a little something to Kermie. This one definitely just needs a flower, just like that. Yeah, so I have more fodder coming for you guys. I've got probably the 2 videos up now, but there will be a 3 and possibly a 4. Okay, that's good. I'm good with that one. This one I'm always looking for something right here. It's just not there. And this one I'd like to probably put a different chandelier. Okay, so here's some pages that I was working. I would just put the background on, so that was the first step. So the next step is that we could probably do some stenciling or some stamping. Let's do some stenciling. It doesn't have to be drastic. It could be, something subtle. I've got some stencils right here. We could just do these little guys. Do that, or we could do these. Let's do the big circles. This was just from some essential oils that I ordered. It came and it had this around the oils so the bottles didn't break. So always keep your eye out for fun things like that that come in the mail. Now I could do acrylic paints or I could do ink. I think I'm going to do ink. It's less messy. Okay, and let's just do it with the blue. And I'm just going to kind of randomly put them on here. I'll show you what the first one looks like, and then I'll cut to the end. So there's the first one. I'll just make a bunch on here. Okay, that's all I'm going to do on that. You don't have to do a lot. Half the time you don't even see whatever's underneath there. Sometimes I'll put some washi tape on there. Let's see, what else do we want to do? Let's just do some texture on there. You know what? I have this sitting right here on my desk. I was going to use it for some fodder flowers, but let me just cut a few pieces out and we'll put it on here. Yeah, so I'll just cut a few squares out. If I don't like those torn edges, I can come back. Just different sizes. So I always have several journals going at one time. I think I've probably got, I'll push that to the edge. I've probably got one, two, three, four, like six going at once. Sometimes I'll put them away for a while and then I'll come back to them. It just depends on what I'm working on. I've done some altered people. I have those in a particular journal. A lot of times I have particular things in different journals. I have a bird collage journal that from Nellie and Ruth Designs that when I do any of her bird challenges, that's a fun challenge. If you guys want to do something with prompts but don't want to be locked into a bunch of different prompts, her thing is you just have to have a bird on it and that's it. So Nellie and Ruth Designs, I'll link her channel below so that you can find that. See, now there's just a little something on there, right? A little, it won't feel so sparse when you go to put a focal point on there. Now this side, I didn't have enough of this page, but I really liked it. So I'll have to figure out what I want to put right here to kind of cover that up. Something with texture. Let me look. I was just wondering if I did like a stripe of this on there. It doesn't look too bad, especially because there's blue next door. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to put that on there. I love it when you can make a quick decision and not sit there and dwell on it. It's much more relaxing that way. I've got my fan going, so it's making my glue dry like incredibly quick. Okay, that's good. So this one, because I did use like a paper with print on it, I didn't do any of this stamping and stenciling and all that, although I could go back in and do some if I wanted. But let me just see what focal point we decide to go with on this one, and then if I want to come back in, I will. You don't really have to do it in any order. There's no rules here. This is a rule-free zone. Okay, let's look at some focal images. Here's my plate of stuff. And And, you know, sometimes it could just be something like this. It doesn't even have to make any sense. Just those books. And then we could put somebody in front of the books. We could put a cup of coffee there, whatever. And then I'll go ahead and do this since we just found it. And I'm going to do it with the non-committal glue stick that we can come back and change if we want. I didn't put too much glue on there, did I? Wipe a little off. I just want it to kind of stick there for the moment. All right, let's see what else we have. I think she is so pretty. I've had her for a while and haven't used her. I think she's beautiful. Maybe I could cut around her and put her on here with that blue. Let me cut her out. She looks good, but I almost feel like I want to put her up higher and put something else down here. I feel like she's too low on the page there. So I think I'll put the glue stick, do the non-committal glue stick. Just a little bit. Put her right there for now. This one I had put this on when I was filming before and lost the footage. But I think that looked pretty good. That was a good addition to this guy. Let's work on this one. So I just have paint on here, acrylic paint that I was using on a different project. And it's not even covering the whole page, but I don't care. It's okay. So I ripped up these little pieces here. Actually, it was from the back of that girl that we just worked on. It was from the back of that page. And I thought the colors went pretty good. So we're just going to throw them on here. And it doesn't really matter where they go. That one actually goes really pretty on there, doesn't it? Too bad I'm using on this one. And I just put them, a lot of times I put them on the edge, sometimes in the middle, but I'm just thinking that, you know, you might catch some of it. And this was an elephant, and there's a guy's hand right here. You wouldn't really know what it was, and I'm going to put it upside down so you have less of a chance of really seeing what it is. I just want the look of that texture. So this book is almost done. We only have a few more pages. Like I feel like maybe another time or two, and we will be done. But there's lots of other journals that I have to open up and continue working in, and there are new ones to be started. Ooh, I like that side. I actually really like it for this side. Right there. We're just going to put this one over here, and then let's do some stamping on this one. We'll just use some black. Okay, that's just a little something in the back, not much. This needs just a little more paint on it. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and then I'll get my little scraper and just add a little more color. So here, just got my old Hobby Lobby card. Put a little more paint on it. Put a little paper here just in case. I don't want it to go on the other side. And then I'd like to put this on there. So I'm just going to cut this up. I really enjoy these. There's no theme. There's no expectation. It's just, you know, whatever you're feeling at the time, you just slap it on there. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that side. Just taking that purple off. Okay, let's see. Do we want any stamping on this one? Sure, we could put some on just to see what happens here. Kind of like this swirl because you're not committing to anything. You know, if you do like flowers, then it's, you know, you're going down that aisle. So let's just try this. I really like having the smaller stamp pads when I'm doing something that has other stamps on it, because as long as I don't get any ink on there, it works great. Because we don't know how much is going to show. Now let's look for an image. So I found this lady. I really like her. I love her on the blue. She's kind of like frosty, you know, like she has that like look on her face. Like you really don't want to mess with her, but she's beautiful, isn't she? I wonder how old she was there. I feel like she's maybe not as old as she looks. Not that she looks old, but I'm just saying like she's very sophisticated and put together. But she could be like, you know, 20. Anyway, she's got her satin outfit on. Oh, I think she's awesome. So I could put her there. I could put something behind her. Maybe something like that. That looks pretty. I don't really want those people in there. There's some people walking right here. I don't know if you can see them, but if I move it over a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll cut a little bit of this off, I think, just because I don't want that page 45 sticking out right there. This one's super thin. I think this is a Reader's Digest page. Yeah, I like the sparkle behind her. Okay, that needs to go about right there. Again, if you're probably wondering why I don't use much glue, it's because I want to be able to make sure that's where I want it. And if I want to come back and move it anywhere, I still can. Like that. Yeah, I do want it over farther. because of those people. And up a hair. Picky. I know I'm so picky. Okay, right about there. See, we don't see much of what I have behind there, but there's some. And then I'll cut this off in just a sec and I will be right back. Okay, I think she looks pretty good. So one of my new viewers was mentioning that she noticed that I cut with my my right hand, and I do everything else with my left. And yeah, it's because in school, same as what she was saying in her comment, in school they did not have very many, if any, left-handed scissors. So I had to learn to cut with my right, and it's been rather helpful. And also, like back then in the day, they used to have desks where you would write, you would take your hand, like it was long on this. I don't think they're like that anymore. They're like long this way and then they curve this way. So when you're writing, your hand would be over the desk. Well, your arm. Being left-handed, there was no desk there, so your arm is falling off the desk when you're trying to write. Yeah, it was not good. There was never enough of those left-handed desks. There might be one in the classroom, and that's it, if you were lucky. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that one. I'll probably go back and glue her down. I don't think there's anything else I'll want to put behind her. And the only other thing, I think I want to put just a little floral right here, maybe. Do we want fodder? Maybe we want fodder. Maybe something like that. What else do we have? That's kind of cute in her hair. I mean, on her hat. And then maybe one behind her. So what I really like about this project, the Random Glue Book, is that I can kind of show you guys how I work. This is more how I do things. Like I work on what I want to work on, what strikes me, and then I move on, and I might come back to it even in 10 minutes, or I might not come back to it for 3 years. It's just how it is, you know. I know that there's lots of people that would completely drive them crazy without starting something and finishing it. But I think there's plenty of us out there that just like to kind of work on it until you feel like you need to move on to the next thing. That's just how my brain works. Let me know in the comments if you are a start to finish kind of person or if you are a wanderer like me. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had a great time, and I do appreciate you spending time with me. I know there's lots of channels out there to watch, and thank you for visiting my channel. I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.